Good morning, you wonderful humans. I see we're back at another wonderful exercise session in the morning. It's day 11, Wednesday, 7:30 a.m. Let's get this started. What I'm going to do, chat is up, videos are live. We are ready to go. I'm going to try something new this morning where as we warm up together, I'm going to do the exercises. You copy me. I'll explain them minimally, just more so do as I do. And then I'm going to explain the spiel. All right. I'll keep you from having to sit there and wait and listen to me talk while we get started. All right. So grab your water, grab whatever accessory equipment you might need. Maybe you need help getting to the floor. That's a great way to do it. You name it, grab what you need, and we'll get started. Great morning. Happy face candle. Oh, that is wonderful to hear. You have the whole family together here this morning. I absolutely love that. Thank you for religiously joining in consistently. Really appreciate it. So without further ado, we'll get started for the kids and family at home. I'm going to go through the spiel as I go over the warm-up. I'll try my best not to botch it. All right. So we're going to start just with some step overs and step backs. I'll do them, switch when I switch. So the normal spiel, good morning. My name is Seth Spicer. This is free virtual exercise training. We do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday with Jacob Carroll and Adam Fox under the alias Connected Community Health Support. That is CCSH. CCHS. Oof. What we do is we provide free exercise training. We restream them on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We've gotten into the new idea where on Twitch, we stream them pretty much all day. But specifically our live sessions are on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30, 11:30, and 5:30 Eastern Time. What we're really trying to do is just make health and fitness accessible for everyone. All you have to do is have an 8x8 space, join in, and follow our instructions. All right, I think I missed these, so keep on warming up the hips. I need to open up my right side a little bit. You can find us at Connected Community Health Support on any Facebook, on our Facebook page, or Connected CHS on almost any social media page. All right. Next up are open books. Follow the left hand at the back. Repeat that on both sides. Now remember, there are variations of most of our exercises, and the exercises have already been made such that anybody can join, do a variation with their own intensity, and get a solid workout in for fat loss. This is, again, it's aerobic. It's designed to be in your fat max area, which is where you burn the most fat. It's designed so that anybody can join. Per usual, talk to your physician before beginning any exercise regimen. Make sure that it's right for you. But we've done everything we could to make sure that it is. All right. Next up, we have our shoulder circles. Go ahead. This exercise is for anybody who just wants to move. It's for anybody who's relatively new to exercise and doesn't know where to begin. It's for anybody who doesn't have the time or money to go to a gym. This guy doesn't. So really anybody can join. Anybody should, big arm circles, everybody should be able to have access to a gym, right? So forward arm circles. Or not even to a gym, just the opportunity to move, right? Somebody to move with. Community of people that are all moving at the same time, right? Helping us reach our health goals together. All right, and next up, we're going to do some neck circles. Go ahead with the neck circles. Go ahead and keep going with those as I described the last thing. This week, we have a special few sessions as we're going through our programming. Keep doing the neck circles. These are representing One Love. One Love is an organization that spreads information and education about relationship violence. They educate young people about what a healthy and unhealthy relationship is, and they have a movement, Move for Love, specifically yards for Yeardley, where you go out, you move, you cover as many yards as you can, and then you post a video about it with the hashtag Move for Love, and then the link for other education. Keep doing neck circles. What you can do is you can reach out to us and say, hey, I did your workout, or hey, I moved on my own, or you can record your own video of you moving, post it with the link, post it with the hashtag, or you can reach out to us at connectedchs30@gmail.com, and we'll give you a shout out for saying, hey, you did this, you supported it, great job. We'll shoot you out on live. So feel free to do any of those things. It's a great cause, great movement. And without further ado, that's been a lot of neck circles. We can get started with the workout. All right. 3 rounds, 8 exercises, 30 seconds of work to 30 seconds of recovery. You all know how we start. I'll reset the time. We're going to start with either floor touches, where you just touch the floor and stand up, or glute bridges, where you're on the floor and you push your hips up. All right. I'm going to start with the glute bridges. I'll let you start and get into position with whichever one you like. I'm going to start the timer, starting on glute bridges or floor touches in 3, 2, 1, begin. Sorry, I just restarted my timer. I went over. Get it going, whichever one you prefer. Glute bridges, floor touches. This is my personal favorite. We're already halfway through on time. Keep moving. After this, we have snow angels. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, next up, we have snow angels. They can be in the prone position, like so, or you're just making a snow angel. We've all made a snow angel in the snow before, but on our bellies this time, or in the bent over position, like so. All right, your choice. I'll start with the bent over one today. We'll see how I'm feeling later. I might move to the prone. Starting in 5, find your positions. 3, 2, 1, begin. Now, exercise doesn't have to be super intense, all right? Just getting out and moving at even a lower intensity, heck, even going for a walk, has tons and tons and tons of positive health effects, right? Ideally, we're going out and we're moving our body for an hour each day, just the same way that we, go to school, work our minds, go to work, work our wallets. We have to make sure that we take time for our physical health as well. And time. Friends, family, finances, and health. Things that if you drop the ball on it, sometimes those ones don't bounce as well. We always got to keep that healthy balance in your life. Next up, we have one of my personal favorites. We all know it's coming if you've tuned in before. Flappy birds, lateral raises. Starting 3, 2, 1. Raise them up. You raise me up. That was unnecessary. All right, we'll pretend that didn't happen. Keep it going. Lateral raises. I'm not the singer in the household, believe it or not. Maybe you tuned in and somebody said there's something behind me, and I said that was the gremlin. The gremlin is actually a very, very great singer. 3, 2, 1, and time on that one. Gotta be able to see. Fantastic, my other exercises. Reach to the opposite toe is up next. We're standing here, down to the toe, left arm, down to the right foot. If you want to do a kick to make it harder, maybe recruit a little bit more core, you can. If you can only go down to the knees, and that's good for you, that works too. Reaching to the opposite toe, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Left to the right, right to the left. If you want to go lower and you want to put the hands on the hips, that works just the same. And again, for the second half of this, if you want to kick it out, you can kick it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. That's kind of a fun one. Feels like a dance move. Next up, we have squats. We love a good squat. You know, full depth, half depth, quarter depth, jump squat, 180 jump, whatever makes you feel comfortable. A squat pattern is you're here. Your hips go straight down. Your shins are parallel with your torso, and your legs go to 90 if you want to go to full depth. All right. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's squat it out. Going to squat university. Different from squash. Eat your veggies, kids. Keep it moving halfway. Squats are great. They recruit the most muscle mass out of any of the exercises we do. The more muscles you use during an exercise, the more blood flow you get flowing and the more calories you burn. And time. That's why cross-country skiers have higher VO2 maxes than cyclists when you test them, because they're using their whole body instead of primarily their legs. Fun fact of the day. VO2 max is the most oxygen you can use. It's representative of aerobic capacity. Don't worry about that stuff. Push-ups. Find a wall. Move your masks. You can do a push-up on the floor, push-up on the wall, and whichever one you start, you can always go back to an easier version as time goes on. Find your positions. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Pull the hands down towards you and push up. You don't want the hips to sag like that. Try and pull your belly up to the sky. Belly button up to the sky. If you get tired, down to the knees. The higher on the wall you go, the easier it gets. Any variation is good. Whichever works. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1, and time. Oh. The kids have tons of energy, Happy Face. Yeah, they have tons of energy. I don't know how they'll probably keep going for the next 5 hours with the jump squats. I don't get it. Personally, I'm a 205-pound guy. I do 3 jump squats and my legs are like, really, Seth? You're doing that to me? Eyes wide and tees in the bent over position. We're here, going forward, 45 to the side, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it going. I, Y, and T. Maybe the kids come up with a rhyme for the scheme. I, Y, T. Ooh, shoulder just popped. That's nice and warmed up. Keep it going. Keep going. Keep going. Front 45 to the sides. Working our post delts, rhomboids, and time. The last exercise of the series, we have our inchworms. That's where we're going to be here. Walking out forward as far as you feel comfortable. If you want to come out even farther, you may. Work your way back and stand up. You only have to go as far forward as you want. Maybe you just want to touch the floor, put your weight on your hands and come back. That works too. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Inchworms, crawl it forward. Crawl it back. Stand up. Crawl it forward. Crawl it back. Stand up. Crawl it halfway forward if you like. Crawl it back. Stand up. Put the weight in the forward hands and stand up if that's what you like. That will still engage the core. This is a heavy core, full body exercise, really. 3, 2, 1, and time. We're going back to the start. H2. Oh, wonderful. Our bodies are 70% water. Who knew? Back to the top. Floor touches or glute bridges, whichever one you prefer. Starting in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin. Butt back, butt forward. It's like you're trying to touch the wall behind you with your butt. Butt forward. Reach the butt back. All right. Chest stays pretty much nice and tall the whole time, like you're a gorilla. Back and forward, like you're picking up a baby from the floor. Maybe you've got a really heavy cat like Garfield. 3, 2, 1, and time. Fan-fiddly-tastic. Snow angels. Fine, I'll go to the floor. All right. Sorry, it was a terrible hair day. You know how it is sometimes. I had to wear a hat. Look like Medusa out here. All right. Snow angels can be bent over or prone. This is prone, like G.I. Joe. Prone is on your belly. Starting in 3, snow angels, ready, begin. Again, it feels better for me if I squeeze my butt. I keep my face on the floor. Keep it going halfway. Pull the belly button into the spine. You might also know that as suck it in the gut if you're me. Helps to stabilize the spine. We dig it. And time. Whew. Somebody shoot it into the chat. What's next? Again, do not use milk. It might end up curdling early. But if you have some other dish detergent, small child toys, trophies from your years of sport experience, you can use them for our Flappy Birds. Ready, set, get it going, fly away. Fun competition to do at home is just seeing how long you can hold your arms out like this for. Exercise challenges with family can be fun. Wow, we've had pretty much 3 people this entire time. Thank you very much for tuning in. It makes it easy to wake up in the morning. 3, 2, 1, and time. Next up, we're going to our reach to the opposite toe. Per usual, if you're liking what you're seeing, tune back in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m., or 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We are Seth, Jake, and Adam from CCHS, and we're here to make health and fitness accessible and somewhat fun. I don't know. Reach to the opposite toe, starting in 3, 2, 1. Join me, opposite toe. Reach to the opposite toe. If you want to kick it out, reach, 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 reach. Bring the foot up, reach down to it, touch the foot. We go back to this variation. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your friends' family, and tell your family's friends. Absolutely free, and we'll be here consistently. And time. Next up, squats. I won't do what I said I did last time with the Grand Old Dookie, or that was tacky. But we'll go through with some squats this time. I'll center face. If you have any weights, or maybe you have a sandbag that I conveniently keep on my couch, it weighs like 100 pounds. I know. You can use that for the squats. In 3, 2, 1, squat with me. If you want to do jump squats, you may. If you want to use a weight and hold it in the front like this with my 100-pound sandbag, I know I'm making it look like it's easy. It might look like a pillow, but I promise it's really heavy. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Next up, I just broke the couch. It was so heavy. Next up, we have push-ups. Find your friend Wally if you need him. Find your friend Coucho if you need him to do the push-ups for him. I'll use Coucho this time. If you want to see between the family who can do the most push-ups from the floor, from the knees, from the wall, now's your chance. Keep count. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. It's always good to include more people. One of the pillars of CCHS's model of behavioral change is that you have to include the social, environmental aspect. Basically, your friends, family, and people that you spend the most time with will make a big difference on if you reach your health goals. 3, 2, 1, time. So it's important you spend time and organize your friends, family, and environment in a way that helps you, supports you, takes you to your goal naturally, decreases the resistance in achieving your goals. All right. Next up, I's, Y's, and T's. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. And T, I, Y, and T, I, Y, and T's. 1, 2s, and 3s. 1, 2, and 3. Keep it going. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Crowd favorite, maybe not. Inchworms are up next. I feel like I missed one. I don't know. I'm getting this weird feeling that I missed an exercise. If I ever missed anything, feel free to let me know in the comments. All right. Again, if you share this video with the hashtag, reach out to us at connectedchs30@gmail.com with any feedback, advice, or just saying that you moved, and we'll be happy to give you a shout out for yards for Yeardley. Ready? Inchworms. Ready? Begin. Again, yards for Yeardley is a movement challenge to raise awareness for domestic abuse, relationship violence for young people, so that they know what healthy relationships are like, and what it means to love well. Right? 3, 2, 1, and time. Back to the top for round numero 3. Woo! Really moving through today. Thank you all for joining. My name is Seth Spicer. Hope you're having a little bit of fun with the exercise this morning. Feel free to consistently tune in. We'll restream this on Twitch. We'll be here later in the day, in the evening, if you want to get some exercise after you get out of work. We'll be here for that too, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Back to the top, floor touches in 3, 2, 1, begin. If you can go to your knees, that's what you got. That's fine. If you're still wanting to do the glute bridges because you prefer pushing the hips up in the air, I think it provides a little more resistance to the glutes. I personally think that's one of the most important exercises for sprint speed. A little transfer from my track and field days. Represent. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Next up, we have our snow angels. Round 3 already. Our snow angels will be bent over for mine. If you want to do them G.I. Joe prone style, you absolutely may. All right. Find your positions. 3, 2, 1. Work with me. Wave for help. These are the bent over snow angels. As if you're making a snow angel on the ground, but you're in the bent over position. It's a 30-minute exercise today. Again, ideal, just aerobic physical activity, moving in our whole bodies. It's the best way to start the day. Better than a bowl of Captain Crunch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Next up, we have lateral raises. Yes. During these next lateral raises, I'm going to tell you my favorite joke series. Starting in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Fantastic. Lateral raises. Ready, set, let's go. Join me at lateral raises. All right. What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. What do you call a cow with 3 legs? Lean beef. That's all I got from that one. You're welcome. Joke of the day. 3, 2, 1. Hold them. And time. Very well, very well. Isometrics, where you hold your joint in the same position, generally increase your blood pressure a little more than dynamic moving exercise. That's why we don't have a lot of planks, wall sits, etc. in this program, because they spike your blood pressure. And for a lot of us, our blood pressure might be a little bit elevated. It's important to know the nuances of exercise before you begin any program for reasons like that. But again, we've thought of a lot in this program. So reach to the opposite toe. Ready, set, go. Touch it and reach. Touch down and reach. Maybe you want to kick. Reach down to the kick. Touch the toes. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. I'm going back to the reach. Wow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, in time. Again, every fitness exercise should have components of horizontal, push, pull, vertical, push, pull, squat, hinge, and some core in there too. We're trying to include all of it in a total body aerobic exercise session. Next up, Squat University. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin whichever depth you prefer. All right. Again, this program gets progressively harder, but as you adapt, it should feel relatively the same intensity, anywhere between 50 and 75% of your heart rate max. You should be able to hold a conversation, maybe a little strained, but you should be able to still communicate with somebody throughout this entire exercise. 3, 2, 1, and time. Push up. Find your wall. Find your couch. Find your floor if you want them. I'll use the floor this time. Thank you for joining. Really appreciate it. Spreading the word, helping individuals reach their weight loss or health goals. Again, fitness is only one component of it. We have more in the pipes coming down the line to help us really form a community. Push-ups starting in 3, 2, 1. I say push, you say up, push, up. Keep it going. Again, full range of motion. It's good for our joints. Down to 90, all the way up. 10 seconds left. Keep it moving. I'm dropping down to the knees. Again, the goal is to go 4 full time and time. Next up, if you're on the floor, stand up. We have our eyes, Y's, and T's. 2 exercises left, and we get a cool down. And then I start session number 2. Fantastic. I's, Y's, and T's. Good bent over position. Take your butt. There's a couch behind me. Trying to touch my butt to the couch. 3, 2, 1, begin. Here, here, and here. There we go. Thank you for joining. This is absolutely free. Always will be. Our virtual exercise training with CCHS. Here we go. 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Last exercise before we start session number 2, after our cool down, of course, inchworms. Let's make sure that I can hold the conversation. Inchworms starting in 15 seconds. If you want to tune in for 2 sessions, you may. No one's going to force you, though. 1 session a day. As we progressively get harder, exercise should be sustainable as well. Inchworms in 3, 2, 1. Touch the floor. Walk it out. Good morning. And back it up. Stand up. A lot of people get motivated when they blow themselves up trying to go very hard the first time. When really, a lot of people, exercise is like brushing their teeth. It's just something you got to do. And if you can make it enjoyable, well, That's really going to reinforce the likelihood that you do it in time. So that's why we're trying to have a little bit of fun here at CCHS. All right, we're going to cool down. Shake out the legs. Get the breathing under control. Pick on your fellow siblings. Say, haha, I did the inchworms better. Just kidding, don't do that. You can all do them great, I'm sure. A little bit of hug. Self-love. Big hug. There you go. A cool down and warm up are a very important part of the exercise session. Warm up has a whole bunch of health effects. The most important, I think, is injury prevention. You can talk about performance and increases and a whole bunch of other stuff, rate coding. That's unimportant. Really, it's kind of like a sponge. If you bring blood flow to a sponge, if you bring water to a sponge, it doesn't tear. A dry sponge does tear, right? Basically, we need to grease the joints a little bit before we get started. A cool down is great for your mindset and your nervous system. You need to bring it down into a parasympathetic state, which is rest, digest. Exercise inherently has a sympathetic state, which is fight or flight. All right, we want to make sure that we can recover and actually use the fuel from the food we're about to eat, hopefully. You should eat after exercise. That's a great time to eat. All right, and that's a wrap on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy Face Candle and family, thank you so much for joining again, as always. I'm going to sign off and start the next session number 2. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a wonderful day, everyone. I'll catch you on the replay.